is going to make him kind of seem to some degree relevant to people that are, typically probably going to be watching sports anyways. Yeah. So,
those flyover states,
sharing it,
nothing else to do.
Sharing it and trying to kind of make it all seem relative, but also putting it in the context of America. I mean, there's already enough patriotism that gets stuffed in with football and sports as there is, but given the sort of all of the debates that go on now in regards to, kneeling and, the military and the flag and the anthem, which, at this point, I take issue with a lot of people that try and sing the national anthem. I mean,
yeah,
I've seen videos where he's had difficulty singing it.
Trump is just petty as fuck. For even bringing this up, like, hey, let me just throw this jab and distract y'all from.
But there's plenty of people everywhere. I believe me, is full disclosure. This isn't in any way a poo-poo on Aretha Franklin, but, and I say this as somebody who grew up listening to her, by the way. So no, don't get.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just listening.
She sang the national anthem at the 1968 Democratic Convention, and she messed up the last part of singing it. That's the point I'm making.
She made it sound better. She's Aretha Franklin.
Oh, that was it. The thing is, you watch the video and she caught herself, and it's in the context.
Plays mess up.
In the context of the documentary that I saw it in, it was, it had a point. Regardless,
tangent.
Yeah.
Black Twitter might come after you.
Low key. Can't protect you.
She just died, bro.
Yeah.
You stepped right in the middle of the gunfire.
No,
I was trying to save you. I gave you a lifeline. You didn't take it.
No. It's anyway.
Are we trying to make Mancini red before the show ends?
I'm trying to remember how to get back on here. The tangent went off.
Fam, he asked you one question and you ended up on Aretha Franklin.
Wow. Are you having a podcast with yourself? Is that what's going on? Are you getting a taste of your own medicine?
No, but overall the point is that for Trump to go back on to issues that are comfortable for him, it's what he's used to. It's what he's going to do whenever he has a rally like this. He's not going to bring in any drama that goes on with, his financial / personal lives, and he's not going to air that out with his base because, his base, they're going to stand by him. They're going to say, you know what, you're a good guy for this, you're a good guy for that. We don't care. We just want you to, stand by the agenda that we voted you in office for.
But how do you fucking feel about it? You already gave me the fucking PR
Reader's Digest
campaign coordinator fucking answer. How do you personally feel about it?
You, the human being. Not the man, not the journalist, not the myth. The human being.
Not the man genius.
There you go.
Personally, I mean, the way I see it, simply put, is that it's kind of a diversion too, just because I feel like, given the severity of what happened today, I had a few moments where it kind of crossed my mind, what if he cancels the rally? What if he basically says, we're flying back to D.C.? I literally thought this guy could set off today. Seriously,
that's good.
I was curious, and I say this as somebody who, I've gone out of my way for a large part of my life to learn about the presidents and their psyches and sort of how they manage the job. I've read about the guy who most people, considered our worst president, James Buchanan, and I've read about some of the best people that were qualified for the job, but they were terrible. And even the people that we put up on pedestals and how...
Was that a shot at Hillary?
Was she president?
Oh!
That wasn't even meant to be a burn.
Bazinga.
No, I mean...
Which time?
Booyaka shot.
No, my point being that...
I know, we just playing, man.
Yeah, I know. My point being that, trying to look at what he's doing in the context of how other presidents would handle something like this. And, hearing, of course, pundits and journalists talk about whether or not this is equivalent to Watergate and whether or not Nixon would have had a similar moment today.
Yeah.
and people saying, no, Nixon wouldn't have had a similar moment like this today. He would have, battened down the hatches and not gone out of his way to actually say anything.
It's
a different era, different kind of personality too.
Yeah, and I think at the same time, it's like, I think Trump knows this more than anybody is. Publicity is publicity, and if you can make a headline on ESPN talking about the NFL, then that's better than the headline that's bad on CNN. That,
right.
Is basically
tweet.
Becoming echo chambers because you're seeing either the same negative news and reinforcing the negative opinion you already have of him, or you're seeing the same positive spin and getting the same positive spin you already have. So it really doesn't matter. Yeah. On that dark note, let's take it out on our rants. I'm going to go first to kind of set the tone because KB's been extra combative today.
Pete's going first.
And Mancini just has the deers in the headlight look.
No, Mancini has to go last just because we always make the guest go last.
No, actually, usually the guest goes first.
Wait, did Wu go first?
All the guests go first.
Well, nah, we got to have a buffer because he just finished his rant.
Which is what I was doing. You good now? Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Are you off your phone now? Because he's literally been on his phone for the past 7 minutes.
I haven't had to talk.
You guys have been on your phone a lot.
I'm multitasking, damn it.
Like, typically when I imagine the podcast in my car, I'm thinking of Pete in a black sweater just kind of curled up looking at Kenny like, okay, what's he going to say next that I'm going to not enjoy?
That's a pause-worthy moment. I mean, he has a football right now. But
honestly,
I'm kidding.
It's honestly, it's nice having a third chair because it does allow us to kind of sit back and listen and not argue with each other so much.
And kind of almost passive-aggressively bully you like we used to. Like, this is kind of...
that's his own shit. But
wow,
it's like a sundown fraternity thing.
I guess.
Okay, now he's the one who started it, but he wants to
act like... What was that?
Really? No. Really? We're going to go...
Wow.
Mancini, remember, he's going to act like he didn't start the whole... I'm going to haze you little thing.
Come out guns blazing and then go, Pete started it.
No. Here. Here. This is why...
gave me the gun and the bullets.
Shut the fuck up. This is exactly why it's not a fucking fraternity, because you don't talk about a fraternity and you don't fucking talk about it on the fucking airwaves.
It was a joke, bro. Relax.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
That's how I know you've never been in a fraternity. Otherwise, you fucking know that.
I've never been in an organization
let me get to my fucking rant. Going back to my point about people wanting to fucking belong and align to a fucking group. God damn it. We're friends. That's what we are. That's why we're hanging out on a fucking Tuesday going to see a movie and then hitting the instant record. Shut up. You know how hard it was to coordinate this time? This ain't about no goddamn alumni sundial shit. This is real friendship. Anyways, I'm muting the mics now. Fuck y'all.
Why did you mute our mics before?
I don't know. So, first thing I want to say is this. If you're like, once again, hey man, what the fuck is this football podcast doing talking about other random shit? I just want to say the best thing about this podcast and the thing that makes this podcast so unique is that we don't operate in the constraints of traditional terrestrial radio or terrestrial sports media, in the fact that we can have candid conversations about race, society, cannabis, entrepreneurship, sex, friendship, all these different things we've talked about, as well as provide you a good synopsis of the week in football and give you some takes to talk about with your friends and some shit to laugh about and to slander us about. And that is exactly what makes this podcast unique, because you never know if we're going to cut it left, cut it right. Hell, me and KB don't even know. And that's also what makes the podcast so great and unique, because we do play so well off of each other, regardless of how pissed off we are at each other or how happy we are or whatever shit we're going through or whatever professional things we're trying to get moving along. Whatever the case is, we just play off each other. And yeah, that's what makes this podcast unique. So hopefully you enjoyed listening to a candid conversation about race and movies and theater and flicks and all that stuff. And the last point I want to make is, if you get an opportunity, just enjoy your friends, man. Whether it's going to a movie on a Tuesday because it's $5 at AMC, or whether it's going to a music festival on a Saturday because your friend gives you a free ticket, just go and enjoy your friends because, one, it's so hard to coordinate time, especially when you're all busy working different schedules and you're not in school anymore. And two, man, you never know when you're going to die.
Damn, son. That was...
R.I.P. to my homie Brandon. It was his anniversary this week.
Oh. R.I.P. Sorry to hear that.
All right, go ahead, Kenny.
Okay, so a couple things. Shout out to that fine-ass chocolate waitress that we had.
She was more mocha, but...
Mocha, chocolate, either way, it's still chocolate.
She was in the mood more than you, though.
Yeah. You were there longer. Be quiet. I came in, and I'm just saying the energy picked up. That's all I'm saying. But,
The energy picked up, but you weren't there, so...
No, I said I came in and the energy picked up. That's what I said. But anyway, shout out to her and pretty much that just gonna boo that bum-ass other waitress chick that came in from Bar Louie who decided to hassle the homie Mancini over some flatbread that...
didn't even fucking want or order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate it.
I ate it until they brought my food out. Because they messed up and brought the wrong flatbread out. With her tribal windbreaker, whatever it was, tattoo on her forearm, looking like some bum ass CrossFit model. All mad and shit. No, she was hella hassling us. Nah, man, I felt pressed. I'm a grown ass man. I'm trying to enjoy a beer during happy hour. She's trying to press 3 grown ass men at a table, sitting there living our best lives.
$5 flatbread.
On some flatbread that wasn't even good. It was literally just bread with like chili on it and shit. It was like, get your bum ass out of here. Boo. But shout out to that fine young lady at Bar Louie who held us down and was about to check her. I think she checked her in the back. I wish I could have been there. Then the manager was like, "Oh, are y'all good?" Yeah, we good. Is she good? That's what I was about to ask. But again, I was coming into my petty at the moment. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to cost anybody their job. But she was kind of being really excessive. And I don't want to say being a bitch, but she was being really unprofessional.
Wow, KB doesn't want to say being a bitch.
She was being really unprofessional. I'm just saying. I work in the food industry. She's being very unprofessional. And it was just not cool. Like, she was really all up in Mancini's shit. She looked like she wanted to take him. She looked like she could take him. I'm just going to be honest. But anyway, outside of that, shout out to a former guest that we had on, Jordan Wilmore and Stan Livingston. Stan Livingston committed to San Jose State football. Great young man. His father, Stan Sr. Amazing family. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Jordan Wilmore for committing to USC and being a member of that class. Literally the greatest running back in Lawndale school history. Has 2 2,000-yard seasons to his credit. And, like, he literally has, like, I think 6,000 all-purpose yards and, like, 50 or 60 touchdowns in his career. It's insane. And he outperformed Stephen Carr, who was a 5-star running back, as a sophomore when they beat Stephen Carr's high school. So, shout out to them. I hope they run through the schedule. Narbonne, which has like a bunch of transfers, some of which didn't get cleared for their game and rematch against St. Louis, Hawaii, who are like the Hawaii State champs. They blew Narbonne out. So, I guess that's karma. Shout out to Lawndale High. Hope y'all literally went out.
Hawaii team's flying the fuck out here.
Nah, Narbonne went to Hawaii to play them and got their doors blown off. Last year they beat them like 56-50. It was a crazy game.
How they finesse a Hawaii trip?
Hey, man, some of the best high schools are finessing Hawaii trips. Some of these Hawaii high school football teams are really, like, where they're going to snag cats now. That's, like, the new hotbed. But, anyway, we could talk about Polynesians being exploited by college football another time.
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. But lastly... Yeah, again, seriously, shout out to Jordan Wilmore. Congratulations. Now you can just ball out the rest of your senior year. Go to Coach Clark and everybody else. Yeah, fuck Madonna. You can throw Sam Smith, Madonna. I'm just going to throw those both in there. But especially Madonna. Why do people keep letting her do tributes? Like, dog, when she dies, she's probably gonna come back and do a tribute to her fucking self, and it'll be trash too. Like, seriously, stop it. The one she did for Prince was trash. Her little eulogy for Michael Jackson was bullshit. And now Aretha Franklin